is I get you to, this is the hard part, okay?
Okay.
I just get you to scratch that part of your brain where your brother lives. And I just need you to tell me anything at all but the essence of him. So that would be, is he funny? Was he,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
he's the funniest person I ever met in
okay,
my
so
whole life.
super funny.
Yeah. He knew he was handsome.
Oh, so he was cute.
A real Casanova.
Lady.
Um,
So charming.
oh yes. Um, what else? He's into extreme sports
Oh,
like
really? Was
skating.
he a skateboarder?
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt bikes, just anything with adrenaline.
Baseball,
Baseball. He was a baseball
boxing.
pitcher.
Oh, he
He
was a
liked to
pitcher.
fight.
So
Yeah.
this is like your all-American golden boy. Okay.
Yes, he was the most popular kid at our school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like, God, Mark, what's happening here? Mark. Um, by now, by now, I don't know if I like this pen. By now, hang on 1 second. Hang on. Hate this pen. Let me try something else. It keeps getting caught. It needs to be smooth. I hate this. By now. By now. I'll try it again, I guess. So, by now, they should have a, a better idea of why. Yeah. Wait, why I chose to, I want to say leave, but I'm not sure. Be, be. I don't know if that's a B or an F. What is it? B R or F R? Maybe from? Does that say from? Okay. From here. B. Oh, no, sorry, 8. 8. 8. 8 years. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Right, right. He said right. Okay, good. It's gonna take me a minute. Takes me a second to like figure out how they write and like, okay, 8 years. Okay, from here, 8 years. And then I said 8 years. He said right. Okay. By now they should know. They should know. There should be no real mystery, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Um. When I, I want to say died, but I'm not sure. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. I want to say a future, but I'm not sure again. I hate this pen. Hey, no judgment. No, no. I'm not trying to be difficult, but I have a lot to say to them. Can she read my words? Without the pen. I can't. I'm so sorry. I can't. Mark, I really don't know how to do that. Okay. So you're not being difficult. A lot of people ask that, but I don't know how to do that. We have to use the pen. And I'm sorry, it's not writing very well. But we'll try this one. This is just too hard. I know. And like writing a letter is really not, it's okay. He's really saying it's not really, writing is too hard. Okay.
It's because he's left-handed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So maybe when he said right, I thought he meant correct. He might have said right as in, yeah, like you're right-handed. Okay. All right. All right. And this is just a big scribble, and it looks like the last word, it's a big scribble. It looks like the last word is EFT, so probably left. Okay. We have to do it this way though, okay? He said, okay. Are you I guess a medium. I don't really love that. I don't have any real feelings about what you what you do with wait, but I'm not but I'm not really a believer. That's hilarious. But you're talking to me now. Yes, yes. Yes. But the reality is that I don't really believe in this. I don't understand. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I never understand when I get a skeptic on the other side. It doesn't make sense to me. But he's really just saying like,
Yeah,
I'm not judging you. I don't have any real feelings about what you do. I'm just telling you I don't believe in it.
yeah, he was always kind of like into the woo, but then he would be like, "But what do I know?"
Yeah, he's like, okay, but you're good now, right? Okay, so let's get no, honestly, I'm just having fun with you. Okay, that's okay.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Okay, I have no idea. K. Keep, keep, keep going. Okay, so let's move on. You said you had lots to say. Let's go there, okay? I brought both of them here. My mom was supposed to be as well. Oh, 1 second. I don't know what that is. It's a butterfly. Just drew a butterfly.
Yeah, there's always butterflies that show up.
Mom works in the garden a lot, and Mom has named different types of butterflies after me and Mark and James, and Mom always says that the black butterflies are Mark. Mom's been saying that.
Well, I mean, I'll show you, okay? So it's it looks like a black butterfly, okay? So so he drew a butterfly and then he colored it in, okay?
Made sure to color it.
And the only reason I knew it was a butterfly was because he drew little it looked like
A little kid drawing a butterfly.
Yeah, he drew like little antenna. So I was like, oh, that's a butterfly. Yeah, because at first I thought it was a flower, like I thought like a kid, and then he drew 2 antennas. So I was like, Oh, this is a butterfly, and he colored it in, okay. So he said my mother was supposed to be here, and
Yeah.
then he drew a butterfly, okay. I think what he's saying is I called all three of you, meaning mom too.
I booked this for our mom's birthday. Her
Oh,
birthday was last month, and but she's been sick the last couple of days, and didn't want to bring the sickness
of
over.
course. He's just saying that what he meant was I brought them here, but when they say that, it's like what they're saying is they manipulated something to make this happen, okay? And so when they say I brought you here, that's what that means.
Okay.
And so which sometimes they say that, sometimes they don't. He's saying he called this meeting, but it was with mom and dad. It was with mom and dad. Mom was supposed to be there too. Okay.
Yeah. Mom and dad were supposed to be sitting in front of the computer, and I was going to sit in the back.
Okay. So yeah. So this is what he's saying. And he's could you let her know I see her? I worry about her.
About mom?
Yeah. Because I love her too much to what does that say? I love her too much. And her not being here is worrisome or worrying me. Because I know her. She doesn't stop for nothing. I know in November is her month, I want to say, but I'm not sure. And I'm not, oh my God, what are you saying? And I'm not saying I know anything. I don't want to put that in your heads. Mm. But no, because I don't know my own name half the time. What are you talking about?
That's how he talks.
Oh, I don't know what he's saying. And so he's saying I'm worried about her. You said you are? He said, yeah. Nothing really stops her. Okay. So he's like, there's nothing really stops her, is what he said.
Yeah.
So the fact that she would not be here, it concerns me. Then he goes, but I'm not saying I know anything. I don't know anything.
I'm not saying I
Yeah.
know.
He says, but I'm not saying don't take this as me knowing anything, saying I'm worried about her, because I don't know my own name half the time. So he's being funny and playful about it, but he is saying I worry about her. He said, why? Well, because I love her. I love her so much, and nothing stops her. So I don't, and so her being stopped is a little bit concerning to me. But he's saying I don't know anything though. I'm not saying that anything's happening. Okay, so which is he's just shooting the shit. Okay, so okay, so let's get what's that?
He can change his voice and and
Yeah,
copy
he did
anybody.
voices. That was his big thing.
He could even sing. He could sing and sound like
Taylor Swift.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, so he comes across like a bit exactly like sort of exactly like what you were saying, like kind of charming, and sort of turning everything into a bit of a joke. And so it might be difficult for me to always pick up on that. Okay, so I'm trying. I'm getting sort of a jovial guy right now when he's talking about his mom. So it's like, how serious is he when he says I'm worried about her? I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's just that she's not here right now. Maybe it is just that. Okay. But I just can't tell with him. So I'm just gonna read it and hope that
Okay.
yeah, and hope that it makes sense.
I
So
know that November's hard for her because not only is next month the holidays and everything, but our birthday is a week before Christmas. And that always makes the holiday season really rough.
okay, and her birthday was last week, so she has
No,
a
last month, October.
last month. Okay. So he just said November is a hard month for her. Okay. So I wasn't really sure why. I know Thanksgiving is in there, but for you guys.
We would me and dad, Mark used to do it with us, but we'll go to visit dad's side of the family out of town. And the last time that I think that mom saw Mark was we do Thanksgiving part deux, which is the day after Thanksgiving. Mark was supposed to go with us for Thanksgiving, and then we'll do the next one the next day with mom. But Mark didn't go to Thanksgiving that last year, and he stayed here. And mom and her boyfriend had Thanksgiving with Mark. I think that was the last time mom saw him.
Okay, so that might be why. Okay.
Yeah.
So because he's saying Mark it's a tough month for her. So I wasn't sure if he was referring to her birthday because I thought you said last week, but it's last month, but it's about other things. So I mean, you know this already. Okay. So losing everyone thinks the anniversary is super hard. It's not even the anniversary. It's like the days leading up to the anniversary, so it's like all the things leading up to because it's not just the anniversary of the death, it's the anniversary of the last time you saw him, it's the anniversary of the last Christmas you had together, it's the anniversary of, and so it's like that could be why, that it's about the something about Thanksgiving or the last time she saw him. I'm not sure, but he's just saying, I know November's tough on her, and she's not there's nothing really stops her, and so her actually not being here is a bit like raising my eyebrow. So
it was really strange because this was her idea.
So weird.
Yeah, she asked me a couple of years ago to start looking, and then I found you 2 years ago, and I started watching yours and waiting for your appointments to come up and waiting for your appointments.
Oh God! If you would have reached out to me anytime, I would have found you something.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, and like literally, especially you, because 100%, I would have. If you would have said this is my story, I would have found you something. But anyway, we're here now.
Yeah.
So you said mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that's mom and dad aren't together.
They haven't been together since we were like 7.
Oh, but you have an amicable
2006.
2006. Okay, so does Mark look at anyone else as mom or dad? Is there a stepmom or dad? No? Okay. Okay. But you said they were going to sit in front and you were going to be behind. So you guys are friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been working on it.
That's good. It's good.
It's a better friendship than it used to be. So.
Yeah, that's good.
But that hurt Mark a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've heard she's a drama type person.
All right, we'll be sending this to her.
That's hilarious.
But
you'll be doing some editing first.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a reason that Mark didn't connect with her while she was not here. So
okay, so
probably why he was worried about.
Yeah, he's talking about being worried about her now though. So I'm not really sure. He's saying nothing stops her, and November is a bit of a tough month for her. So he's wondering if there's maybe other things, other reasons, or maybe there's I have no idea. This is what he's suggesting.
Okay.
But also too, can I ask, do you have a Bobby or a Robbie or a anybody like that? Robert?
We have a Robbie.
Robbie, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's what I heard was Robbie, but that could be Bobby, Robert.
Right.
So-
That's my mom's sister.
Oh, your mom's sister. Okay.
Yeah.
What was his friend that used to come over
Ugh,
there?
Rob. We do have a Rob as well. It was his friend. I forgot he existed.
Okay, so I'm not sure who this is associated with then because I got it when we were talking about mom. Okay,
So
so
it's gotta be Robbie.
yeah, so I thought that maybe it was either your mom's name or the name of her boyfriend. Okay, so the fact that it's her sister makes sense to me too. So now the only person that would this is what happens. Like I told you, when I'm talking, when I'm not writing, people will yell things at me. Okay, so I heard Robbie very clearly. Like it didn't sound like Rob or Robert or Bobby, but I have to give you all the options. Okay, I heard Robbie. Now that usually means that this person has lost somebody fairly recently. Okay, so within the last year or maybe 2 years, but that would be but that's your mom's sister, so that could be mom's side, or it could be her if she's married, like her in-laws. But oh my god, how hilarious. Okay, that is just so good.
He's nosy. So.
Unreal. If I ever make an outtake video, that is going in.
Please include it.
Because that is the funniest thing. Oh my god. I could make a full hour reel of the times my cat's busted in and just stuck his ass right into the camera. Yeah, so do you know anything about her?
Mom and Aunt Robbie are kind of estranged. They go back and forth for being good with each other and not. And my mom loves her but hates her because they're so similar. They cause a lot of problems in each other's lives.
Okay, now can I ask something then? Okay, is your maternal grandmother on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, very possible it's her. Okay, and the reason is because talking about your mom. I'm talking about your mom, and I hear Robbie. Okay, so
she's mad at them.
Yeah, so I'm talking about your mom, and I hear loud and clear Robbie, which means somebody is listening, and they're talking about something to do with your mom and her sister. Who would care about that? Her mother. Okay,
exactly.
So her mother is probably who just chimed in. That's my guess. That's my guess.
Okay, my mom, they lost her when she was 14.
Okay. So okay. Oh god, I'm getting so many names yelled at me right now, and I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where my
Mom comes from a big family. There was a lot of them.
Like I thought I heard Linda, which I don't know, or Lynn. I don't know. And I also thought what's that? Lindsay or Lynn? Is there
there's a Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn.
Yeah.
That's my mom's in-law sister. She passed away from cancer.
Okay, so I got a Lynn. That's what I heard. Okay, so I heard Lynn again, but I said Linda, Lindsay, Lynn, but it's Lynn.
Just
okay,
Lynn.
And I also heard a B, like a Barbara or a Betty, or it's a B. It feels like a female. Barb, Beth, is there Elizabeth? God.
Not on mom's side.
No, I don't know whose side it is. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you who's whispering to me. Okay. I heard Lynn, and I heard what I thought was Barb or like Betty. I don't know what it is. Okay. There was two of them. Okay. So, and they were just whispering. Doesn't matter. I don't know who they are. But when I'm not writing, they all just natter. Okay. All right. let's get back to Mark, and because that's what happens when I leave it too long, I end up getting distracted by 50 other people. Okay, so Mark, sorry about that. I held on. I held on. And he's like, I held on to the pen. I was waiting. Okay. No problem. Okay, so when I said I was, concerned, yes. I brought it up when I did because I love my mom. And why she holds so much regret is beyond me. I asked her to come. He's talking about this meeting, okay? I think. And honestly, whether she likes it or not, I am always beside her. My relationship with SH. Ugh. My relationship with her? Yes. Okay. Wasn't always like the best or something.
Mm.
Her and I had her and I had different ideas about what was important, but I miss her. I miss her. And many things brought to her. I was the one who sent it. The last few years, it was not her I was mainly focusing on, though. My father, my father, my father. Being my father being himself has little to regret.
Hear what she said. My father has little to regret.
Because most of the time, this asshole. I don't know what he's saying.
I called you an asshole.
God. Okay, I gotta tell you, okay. He's being funny because he's lifting it, all right? I just gotta tell you. He
That's
says,
all he knew how to
okay,
talk.
I did not expect that at all. I'm sorry.
He called you an asshole.
He goes, he's saying the nicest thing though. Okay.
Yeah. He's like,
He's saying my mom, but I thought he was gonna go this dude or this guy here. That's what it felt like. It felt like he was gonna go, and this dude here, this guy here, but he goes, and this asshole over here.
That's how he talked.
But like he's saying like my mom and I didn't always see eye to eye. My mom and I looked at or had differences of opinion on what we felt was important. Okay. So, and he's saying, but he said she has no need to carry the amount of weight that she's carrying, the amount of guilt that she's carrying, because I love her. Okay. I love her. And I'm with her, you know, and he said a lot of the things that she's been gifted, in the last, since I've been here have been from me. Okay. So then he says, my dad, he's a different story. He goes, but my mom wasn't my main focus. All like for it was my dad. And he said, and my dad really doesn't have much to be regretful of, meaning you guys don't have any bad blood. You don't, and he says, he goes, this asshole over here was 100% there for me. Okay. So basically saying, being cute and funny, but he's saying the nicest thing. Okay. He's going, my hair is standing on end. So he's going, yes, yes, yes. He's saying like, he just was, he's just a good guy. He's just a good guy. Okay. So, and he's not saying his mom's not a good person.
Yeah.
He's just saying, he can understand why she might feel a shoulda, coulda, woulda over a few things. And but he's saying she doesn't need to. I love her and it's all good. But he's saying my dad, he doesn't have any reason to regret anything because he was there for me and he was a good guy. And so yeah. All right, go ahead. No, not Marcy, Mark. That's funny. Mark. My sister, yes, was hard on herself too. Sister was hard on herself too. Sister was hard. Casey. Yes. This is not something you could have fixed. This was the worst time of my life. And literally 0% of it involved you. And praying for me, being there. Tough love. Look, I understood and I never doubted that I had you. And I brought you here to say that. Many things overheard over the years. As you sweeping in and saving me. And I know it was horrible to see me like that. I don't know what that means.
He was addicted to meth.
Yeah, I knew he was an addict. Just the way he's talking, okay? I knew he was. My brother was too. And he's saying, I know it was hard to see me like that. Okay. So I wasn't sure what that meant. If that meant sad, if that meant addicted, if that meant dead, I wasn't sure what that meant. But he's saying, I've listened to you over the years, and what I've heard of you is a billion different scenarios where you swept in and you saved me, And I need you to know that I never for 1 second questioned whether you were there for me. The moment he said hard love, I was like, oh, this guy was an addict. Okay. The second he said hard love, because I know these things because I had a brother like him. Okay. Tough love is what he said. Sorry, tough love. Okay. So this is where he's saying, you tried everything. He goes, you prayed for me, tough love, you supported me, you whatever. He said, you tried everything. And I need you to understand, there was literally nothing you could have done to change it. And there was no way that you could have saved me. And I never doubted for 1 second that you were there. Never doubted that you loved me. Never doubted that you were there for me. So I knew you were. So he's saying, I came here specifically to tell you this. Okay. Good Lord. I know this guy. I remember these waiting for this call. This story hit so close to home to me. My brother was diagnosed, but he was beautiful too. Okay. My brother. Okay. But he was diagnosed with schizoaffective, schizophrenic, something like in his early 20s. Now, he was very functioning. He was super funny, very social, worked, but he self-medicated because the antipsychotics made him feel nothing. And he said, I would rather feel something than nothing. Okay. So he self-medicated, and that would be opiates, meth, alcohol, whatever he could find. He jumped from one addiction to another. Right. So for years, I mean, over a decade, I waited for this call to tell me that he'd overdosed, or that he was in a place with dangerous people, or that he got in a car with like something, because he was so reckless. And I was like, I'm going to get a call about his death. I know it. And then I kept telling myself, if this happens, did you do everything that you could do? And I'm like, yes, I offered him everything, everything. I offered him everything. So could you look yourself in the mirror if this happens and not have any major regrets? And I thought I could, but then I got the call that he didn't OD and he didn't whatever, he took his own life. And I was not prepared for that call. And I thought I was prepared for the call, but I think I was prepared for anything other than that, because holy shit, did I carry some hard guilt over that,
all I carried is guilt.
Yes.
Because I wasn't here. I wasn't living here at the time. I felt like I abandoned him.
Yeah, no, he's saying you're carrying a lot of weight, but he's saying, so from wherever you are, it doesn't sound to me like you didn't talk to him though.
Yeah, I just wasn't present.
Yeah, he's saying like, I need you to know I knew that you were there if I needed you. Okay. And I knew that you loved me. I knew I was loved. And the reason he's saying I knew I was loved is because when somebody takes their own life, people think, did they not know they were loved? He's saying, I knew I was loved. Okay. It has nothing to do with this. Honestly, and he goes, it was the worst time in my life. Okay. So he's saying, now I don't know how old he was. He's clearly young because you're young. So
or no, we were freshly 23, a couple of months 23.
Yeah, he's a baby. Okay. So he's saying like it was the worst time in my life and 0% of it had to do with you. So you're not in any of the reasons. Okay. So it's like relationship, addiction, whatever. There might even be some family shit in there, but it doesn't involve you. Okay. So he's saying 0%. And I knew I was loved. That's important for dad to hear as well, right?
Right.
Okay. I just heard like herb. I don't know what that is. Herbs, maybe weed. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Somebody just said something like some herb or herb. I don't know what this, but I feel like it's weed.
Mark didn't really
Well,
like weed.
So
he
weird.
always copied the people on the movies or the
Yeah, Dad called us
television.
mockingbirds.
It's so weird. It felt like it felt like somebody was doing an impression of somebody. I don't know. It felt either way, I heard like something about like like something about like smoking or doing something about herb. I don't know what this says. No idea. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
So
But
but
he was
anyway,
always, everything he said, he tried to make it
It funny
funny.
every time.
he's trying, and that's why he was like, that's why he said in like this jerk over here, this asshole over here.
This asshole over here.
Because he was like he was saying something super heavy and super emotional and super loving. So then he's like flipped it into
funny.
like, yeah. Because he was saying something very loving and very emotional. And then he was
And
just
that's
like,
not him.
yeah, no.
He's like,
Yeah.
feelings.
And this, but I literally felt he was going to be like, and this dude over here, or this guy over here, but he didn't say dude or guy. So, but I knew I knew the feeling. I could hear the voice. Okay. So Mark, is that all you wanted to say? Something about a birthday. Maybe it's mom's, I don't know, or anniversary. It says celebrate, and that usually is a birthday or an anniversary around now or the time of passing.
I don't celebrate our birthday without him.
Okay.
I take that day just for him, just to. And me and mom have had squabbles about it because she wants to celebrate it and I don't.
Does March mean anything to you?
That's when he died, March 4th.
Okay.
Dad's birthday was in February, right before
Yeah,
that.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
That's it. That's
So
it.
it could have to do with you not celebrating your birthday because they often will just write the word celebrate. Remember in the beginning when I said I'm not like other mediums where they go, I see a white rose as someone get married. There are a couple words that usually mean something else, and celebrate is one of them. So that usually means birthday. Okay. So that could be about your birthday, not celebrating it. It also could be about there being a birthday around the time of passing. Okay. Because when I said about birthday and you were talking about birthday, I wrote down March right away. Okay.
It's gotta be Dad's birthday.
Yeah, so he's talking about February birthday dads. Okay. Now what this is there's a few things. It basically means that around this time, dad's birthday comes up, and what we think of at this time is losing him. Okay. We think about losing Mark. That's basically the reason they bring it up, is to say like my death is tied to something that's supposed to be good and supposed to be fun and good. Now your birthday's the same. Okay. It's exactly the same as your dad's. It's like your birthday is his birthday and his death day is just after your dad's birthday. So he's saying your birthdays are basically combined with this death. Okay. All right, Mark. And it bothers me, he said. Okay. Very much. I wrote, okay. All right. Her and I are oh my God. He's talking about a milestone. Wait a minute. Did you turn 30?
Yeah, I'll be 33 next month.
Oh, okay. 33. He's talking about the 30th birthday. Did you do something big? Did you do nothing? What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Okay. He's talking about her and I turned 30. Her and I turned 30 is what he said. So he's talking about a milestone birthday. that wasn't recognized, or there was no party, there was nothing. Okay. This is just on the same subject as all of the rest of it. Okay. Um, and that does not, um, honor me. Like, please, when we turn 40, hit the streets.
Yeah, he loved to party. He made the
Okay.
party happen.
All right. He's like, for the love of God, you know, hit the streets. That's so funny. Okay, he's basically going, go out, you know, have fun, party, please. But I love how he says, when we turn 40. I just think that is so sweet, because it gave me shivers when he said that, because I was like, he sees you guys forever the
As
same
one.
age. Yeah,
But
as one.
they're
Yeah.
twins, so.
Yeah. Yeah, but like when we turned 30, he said, and he was already there.
That's how we talked. It was never it was us or we.
Yeah.
So
So he's like, when we turned 30, she didn't do anything. Promise me when, and that's not honoring me, he said. That's not honoring me. I just got to be clear about what the actual message is. He's saying, you save this time for him, or you save this time to think about him. And he's saying, that's not honoring me. Honoring me would be to go out and celebrate us, you know, celebrate us. So he's saying, I'll let this one slide, but when the next big one comes, you better do it up. Okay. But I thought it was so cute that he said we, because that means that he still sees you guys as one. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. From the moment we sat down, I'm getting it again. I keep seeing it, and you guys don't seem to know what this is, but it's an E.
An E?
Yes.
Eric.
Who is Eric?
That's my ex-boyfriend. He committed suicide.
Okay, thank you. I thought it was Aaron. Okay, Eric. And I in the beginning, I'm saying, I thought I said to you, I see an E, and I thought you guys didn't respond. So I was like, okay, it doesn't mean anything to him. Then it comes back again, E. I'm like, okay. I ignored it because I was like, I already cleared this. Now again, I heard it, and this time I thought I heard Aaron. Okay, so I got more of it. I got ERI. Okay, so it's Eric. Great. All right. So, oh God, thank you, because it was really bugging me. It was really bugging me. Whoever this was just like pushing again, pushing again, pushing again. Okay. Yeah, he was young.
Yeah.
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 Like, oh, so sorry. We're we're both we're both we're both happy now. That's interesting. He's not someone I ever really liked.
That's true.
Okay. But he brought himself he brought himself so that's I think he's saying he brought himself here, like he took his own life, but so that's a bit of like a bonding thing or something, he's saying, between like the like connected souls to Casey. Okay, weird. Okay, that's a weird thing to say. He's saying, in life I didn't really love the dude, which is funny. I think I felt more like were you guys
like Mark?
Were you guys teenagers?
We were. Yeah, I guess we were. Yeah, when we first met.
Right. When did he take his life?
It was a year ago in October.
Okay. Okay. So no, Mark is saying he didn't really like him.
It's true.
Yeah.
You
So
don't know that.
I'm just telling you, but what
They
it
met once or twice.
okay, I just gotta tell you what it felt like was
Yeah.
like it felt a little bit like I don't know, like he didn't think he was good enough or he wasn't, it felt like that. Like when he's saying I didn't really like the dude like when I was alive or whatever. But I think that that's a bit harsh. I think he just thought I think what he's saying is he didn't really like him with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like
we weren't incredibly compatible, but
yeah. And then he goes, but he brought himself here. So that's kind of a bonding thing with connected souls to Casey. Okay. So he's basically saying that this boy is connected to you, and he is connected to you. So these are connected souls. And because they both landed on the other side the same way, they have a bit of a camaraderie. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting thing to say. But I don't, your brother did not bring his name up. Eric brought his name up.
He's been coming to me in dreams.
Yeah. So your brother's weighing in. He's saying, yeah, he's here. But he wasn't the one who brought him up. Eric brought his own name up. Okay.
Wow.
And he's been bringing it up since we sat down. I just couldn't get anything other than E. Okay. So, and then this time I got almost all of it. I got ERI and I was like, Aaron, but Eric. Okay. He's been here from the beginning. So he's the one that said his name. Your brother's just weighing in going, yeah.
This asshole.
Yeah, this asshole here. He's beside me. And yeah. So he's just he brought him up he's just weighing in on the conversation, basically like can't judge him when we both kind of made the same mistake. Okay. Also too, that makes me wonder, do you know if Eric was using as well?
No, he definitely needed therapy, and
so he was just sick.
Outlet. Yeah.
Okay.
Mental illness.
I just wasn't sure how much your brother could relate to him. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we got to Mark. Okay. We talked about mom, where you just say, let her know I see her. Okay. He's saying, let her know I see her. Let her know I'm worried about her. I love her, and she doesn't need to hold the weight. And that black butterfly is me. Okay. And then dad, you're with him a lot. He's your priority, actually.
You're Mark's priority.
Yeah. And that he was a great, you felt supported by him. And he's a good guy. And that's it. You're like, you don't really have much you need to work out with him because you guys were good. And then your sister. Stop carrying this. You couldn't have done anything to change it. And also celebrate our damn birthdays. Celebrate our birthday. And try to celebrate dads too without remembering that it's that time of year. Okay. And what else? What else did you say? Was there anything else?
Something for James.
Oh yeah. What about your brother? Big brother, big bro, big brother. I'm not sure if that's it. He's been having a bit of a tough go. He's been having a bit of a tough go. Like being responsible. I think it suits him, but what are you talking about? Being responsible suits him. So he's talking about a job, maybe a girlfriend or a wife or a fiance.
Yeah, he got a new job recently. James has got really bad ADHD, and it's hard for him to keep things in track. But he's really been putting his nose to the grind.
Right. So he says, oh, James, he goes, he's been having a bit of a tough go. What that means is like, a bit of stress, right? And he goes, being responsible suits him though. That tells me we're talking about grown-ups things, okay?
Yeah.
That's a job, maybe a relationship, you know, things like this. And he's saying, but being responsible suits him. Okay, go ahead. Nose to the grind. Exactly. Okay, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure.
Copycat.
Yeah, no. Nose to the grind, exactly. Okay. Um, hey, hey, I'm not a copycat. 1 second. Hey, I'm not a copycat. You heard me.
He said it to me. He put it in my brain.
Yeah, he said, you heard me.
Asshole.
You heard me. Oh my God. You heard me. He's saying, you heard my words. Those were my words. Okay, so weird. Okay.
That's how we talk.
Yeah, he's like, no, sis. I'm not copying you. You actually just spoke my words. Okay. So what else about him? Um, why?
Ryan.
Is there a Ryan?
That's my fiance.
Okay. RY. Ryan. Yeah. Sorry, the way he talks is so funny. He said her gorgeous fiance.
Oh my God.
Literally said gorgeous. Hey. He's able to okay, he's being a total smartass, okay? He just
Yeah.
wrote he's able to leap tall buildings, so it's like in a single
Jesus
bound, like
Christ.
some
The
Superman
boy can
reference.
do no wrong.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like a Superman reference. He can leap
Yeah,
tall buildings in a
Ryan.
single bound or whatever. Yeah.
Ryan has our bedroom set up with comics and stuff.
Okay, so this is what this says, okay? He's referring to him as a superhero, okay? And he's going, oh, her beautiful, perfect fiance. He is a superhero, okay? But it was a Superman specifically reference, okay?
Me and Ryan just talked about Superman last night and how
Okay.
he's the worst character.
That is so funny. Oh, trust me.
Compliment.
No, trust me, that's on purpose, okay? That is on purpose. No, that reference was made.
So
Okay,
funny.
they do this all the time where they'll be speaking and I don't recognize it's just an organic conversation, but they'll throw in a word and I'll be like, that's a weird thing to say, but it's because it's direct reference to a conversation that you had. Yeah.
Last night at midnight.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's so funny. All right. So he's saying, and so he moved on. It's so interesting. He moved on from his brother just basically to say, super proud of him. I've been watching him. He's a bit stressed, but it suits him. He's doing great. Okay. That's pretty much all he said, which tells me that maybe his brother didn't carry a huge amount of weight or anything like this because he didn't attack that. Okay. He's basically just saying, I watch him. He's amazing. He's doing great. That's it. Right. Yeah. And then he moved on to your fiance, saying like, he's like some golden boy superhero. Okay. I'm getting somebody in a uniform, like, fireman or like or policeman or army or I don't know. It's like a uniform.
Is it a military uniform?
It's all I know is it's a uniform. Somebody's in front of me in a uniform. It absolutely could be military. It's a uniform. Okay, but it feels like they're on the other side. Okay, so somebody stepped forward and they're in a like buttoned up uniform. That's all I can tell you. And his name's Brandon?
No. Oh. I don't know anybody named Brandon.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
Oh no, Dad's dad.
Oh, Dad's dad. So it was a grandfather. Yeah, I thought you said, is that Brandon? but I thought maybe you said granddad or something.
Oh no, sorry, that's just my
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah, grand. Yeah. Okay, so it's probably a grandpa. Okay. Somebody just sort of stepped into the light and they're wearing like a full uniform. That's all I could tell. Okay. Well, and is that all you're gonna say about Ryan? Are you just acknowledging
Just
how lucky she is? I don't even know. Um, um, mm, no stress. No stress. No stress from me here with him. Him. Okay. No stress. No stress with me, or no stress from me
to
with
him.
him. With him by her side. Okay. What that means is I don't worry about him or her. I don't worry about her with this dude by her side. Okay. So he's saying he's a Superman. He's amazing. He's awesome. I don't worry about her with him by her side. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
Motherly approval.
He's going through your whole family. He's going through everybody. Now, he didn't get into his death at all. Not even a little bit. Do you have he's just got all these messages for you guys of healing to try and help with that. Okay. Again, I do believe that he likes to keep things light, and
Yeah.
maybe discussing something like that. I don't know how he would make it light. He's saying he came out of the gate and saying by now there's probably no real mystery as to why. And so I think that's why he didn't talk about it, because you're not going, but why?
Yeah, we hashed it a million different ways.
Yeah.
From different angles. So yeah, he's right by now. Yeah.
He's saying it was the worst time of my life, so I would imagine it's compounded reasons. Okay, relationship,
jobs,
addiction,
car,
jobs, exactly, money. Okay, so it's a compounded list of reasons. He's just saying my life was shit at the time. So, but I think that's why he's not talking about it. And I'm not asking you to talk about it. I'm just saying I noticed that.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that we didn't cover, he's just sort of, he's trying to give you happy thoughts and good vibes and healing messages. And, and he called you here specifically to do that, which is basically to acknowledge, I see all of these things and I hear all the things you have said, and I feel the things you feel. And I really just want to kind of help, So if there's anything that we didn't cover, I just heard something. I just heard something about ashes. He just said something about ashes.
I've been spreading his ashes all over the United States.
Can I ask before you tell me anything?
Yeah.
I saw mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the name of that mountain? The one in Colorado. James knows it. I went to Colorado. And I told him I'd take him up the mountain where they spot Bigfoot all the time.
Okay,
and
amazing.
I put him up on top of it, and I let his ashes go. They do that big race out there too.
Is it a motocross or or a bike, or what kind of race is that?
Cars.
It's a race up the mountain.
I think it's cars.
But it's cars. Okay.
Yeah. Dad and James and Mark used to watch it together.
Okay, because I thought I saw like a race, but I didn't see cars. I saw like bikes or motocross, or I saw like something to do with motocross, but because they had numbers on them, but they weren't cars. Yeah. Anyway, and
it everything up there.
Yeah, I don't know. And then it was like they were numbered and they were going and it was like a path or something like actually on the mountain. Yeah. So I saw the mountain. He said my ashes. Then I saw a mountain, and then so I think he I said, is there anything to you that you wanted to talk about that we didn't talk about? Then he's like, I actually have something.
He said, actually, I was
I
still talking.
I know I was, excuse me. Yeah. So he's saying, I didn't get to this yet. Okay. So can I actually talk about it? Okay. So what were you just, I was not, through talking yet. That's okay. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna run out of brain space and I'm not gonna be able to even hear you anymore. So I just want to make sure that they had everything. They had everything. Can you just tell her? Can you just tell her? That both her and I want to say James, okay?
Okay.
Are just the best siblings for doing that. North? Wait, are you from North Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. I don't know what that says. It almost looks like it says North. What does this say? It's something. Wait 1 second. I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to tell her and James are like the best for doing something like this. Okay. And so what are you saying? Oh my God, what's it say? It's a place. Are you trying to write a place? Where? Yes. He's saying yes, but I don't know because what I was thinking of was the Grand Canyon, but um he said yes, but that's probably not to me. 1 second. Holy shit. It looks like south or north. Like I don't understand what this is. It's like, and he keeps writing it over and over and over again.
I did put him in other places too, other states.
all over
Yeah,
from Pacific to
Washington.
the
Okay.
Atlantic.
Can I also ask too, like, I know this is a weird question because he's only 23 years old, okay? But I keep getting some sort of Vegas thing. Like did somebody take a trip to Vegas or
Yeah, Ryan went to Vegas and Ryan will be going to Vegas again soon. Does he
okay.
want me to put him in Vegas?
Okay. No, I was just getting Vegas through this whole thing. And I knew that he was 23, so chances are, he didn't make it there. But like, so I was confused as to like if you were planning a trip or if somebody was planning a trip there.
Ryan is, yeah.
Okay. That's Ryan. Okay. Is it a bachelor party?
No, his friend won some kind of pool competition.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. I don't know what you're trying to say, Eric. Eric. Oh my God. Weird. Weird. Sorry. That was really weird. No, that was really weird because that makes me think that maybe somebody else was trying to talk. Mark. Only Mark. Okay. Nobody else. It's a word that ends in H. Like, same word over and over and over again. Like, I'm going to need you to try one more time. I don't know what you're saying. I'm saying B. Brought. Brought me. Yes. Okay. So much. It made me really happy seeing them bonding with my ashes. They were laughing hard at one point. One second, I'm not sure why. And I dreamt. I dreamt that I was with you. What does that mean? I was happy. I was with them. I dreamt I was with them. Okay, I think that means he was with you. I don't know. I dreamt I was with them. I think that means I put myself there, or he's talking about you guys bonding over this, okay? So, and like, and that there was moments where you guys were laughing. Maybe you're going through memories, or I don't know, but he's saying there was a moment you were laughing, and he's like, it made me so happy to see you guys bonding over this, even if it was a sad thing. And I dreamt that I was with you. Then I said, what does that mean? And he said, I was happy to be with them. So I think that he's saying I was with you. So it's hard to understand, mostly because I'm getting a bit mushy. But yeah. What's that?
What?
Though everywhere you went, you was taking this.
Yeah, I was traveling the country at the time, and I would take Mark's ashes with me, and I'd put him in various places. And me and James did get really silly for a while, and thinking of ridiculous places to put Mark.
Yes.
Like Disneyland.
Okay.
Throwing his ashes at his enemies.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Stuff like that.
I bet you in here, whatever he was trying to write multiple times has to do with whatever this was. Because I cannot make sense of what he's talking about. It was like more than, like, it was probably 5 times he tried to write the same thing, and I don't know what it was.
And it had an H.
It looked like it had like, sometimes it looked like it was TH at the end, like south or north, like it had a TH. And then other times it looked like I was going to say it ended in H, but those end in H too. It was an H at the end. I don't know what this.
The first time I released his ashes, I was in Washington, and I was at the beach, and I put his ashes out in the water, and I told him that way he can run north to south and all over the United States.
Okay. So I was like, north, south, north, south, north, south.
It was just me on the beach.
That's okay. My God.
That, I was like, there's no way it's that. It's no way.
I literally just kept going north, and then he'd write something else. I'm like, south. Then he'd write something else. I'm like, north. And then he's like, south. But I couldn't, like, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I bet you that's what it is. Okay. So he's talking about his ashes, and I kept saying, is this a place? And then he'd be like, but it looked like north. Then it looked like south. And it looked like north. Then it looked like south. So I was like, I don't know what this is. Anyway, that's probably it. He's talking about being there, being with you, conversations that you had with your brother, laughing, thinking it was funny himself, and that he was with you. He said, I was happy to be beside them. So, or beside you, for a lot of this, just by yourself. Yeah, he wanted to talk about the ashes, which is, I think it's amazing what you did. I'm really, really happy about this. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I was so running out of brain. I don't know but I wanted to get to if there was anything, because I'm like, like it happens where I just go a bit mushy and then I can't understand anything they're saying. And I want to make sure I covered anything he just talked the whole time. Like, was there anything at all that you wanted to know, or like, is there anything that you need to find out or know or a question or?
I think we covered everything. So.
Oh, really? Good.
Can you
Good.
tell him something for me? Is that how that works?
Yeah. No, you're just talking. He can hear you. Can I ask too? I know that he seems like a party dude, and there shouldn't be a ring, but I see a ring. And so I don't know whose this is. It looks like somebody's showing me a ring, and it almost looks like it's on a chain, like you'd wear around your neck.
I
Is
don't
there
know.
a grandmother or somebody like that? Ask your mom, okay? I feel like it's a ring. I feel like
Ring.
there's the ring. Maybe there's like, maybe it's a pendant you put ashes in. I don't know what this is.
Is it? We did get
A
this
fingerprint?
a
Is that what you-
fingerprint.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. It's his middle finger.
I'm like, it's on a chain. It's on a chain.
Yes.
And I thought maybe it has to do with ashes. Maybe it's ashes, but
Got
it's
it at the
okay.
funeral home. Yeah. I
Okay,
have one
so
and mom has one.
okay, that's amazing. All right, his middle finger. How
What
funny.
a silly.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead. See, I just keep saying like is it gold?
It's silver.
Silver? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it just was like a pendant. I have one that's like a loop, like where the chain goes like this, and it has ashes in it. And I thought maybe it was
I
something.
saw those as well, but
Yeah.
I like the fingerprint one.
Oh, I got it from Amazon.
Oh, nice.
It
Nice.
was dirt cheap, and so I have a whole bunch of different ones I could put. I was so messed up, and I did all the everything with my brother. I did all of it. I did all the everything. Okay. And when they said, how many vials of the ashes do you want? I said, some outrageous number. I don't even remember. Like 15 or something. Like I'm talking like some outrageous number because I was so scared that the rest, because he was interned with my dad. And so I was like, he's going to be buried. I'll never get a chance to get any more. So I went way overboard, and now I've got a whole drawer of my brother. And I don't know. So like what? So I just I'd like to do like kind of what you're doing, but I also I put them in like a bunch of different pendants, and like so that I
don't want
can
to do that too.
yeah, so I can switch it up. But like
Yeah.
my mom had a pendant that she wore, and she went to Ireland and brought David with her, and then she was wearing it actually when she died, and
Oh.
yeah, it got taken off her. And then they handed it to my daughter, who she's like, I don't know what to do with this. But anyway, same thing. It was like just like a little circle that you fill it with ashes, and she had one too. But they're so cheap that you can like they don't hold much, but it doesn't matter. It's a sentiment, right? Yeah. And then also too, like if you lose it or whatever, it's only a little bit of your brother that's gone.
Plus now he's a mystery that someone might find.
Right. Exactly. So but I want to do that too. I want to find like cool places to bring him, just like you did. I want to do that. And put him in different places, because I don't need a whole drawer of my brother either. Or get him. I actually looked into, those, have you seen these stones? You can get them made into like these smooth stones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like, I'm in love. I want stones. I want David stones. Okay. And then actually I got my mom's ashes too, and I got a 2 to 3 jars of her. So I thought maybe I could mix them together and make stones with the 2 of them in it.
That's beautiful.
And yeah, but it's like they're like $2,500.
What?
Yeah. I was
Oh.
like, no, I'm gonna be I'll sprinkle him in Disney instead. Because that's a lot. It was a lot, and it was at least that much, and there was no like tiered pricing. It wasn't like for 1 stone this much or whatever. No, it was literally like a flat rate. It was thousands of dollars. Yeah. Because I would love that. I would love like a stone, or like, I don't know what to do. I'm not stressed about it because, yeah,
Mm.
I'm not stressed about it because they don't care. Okay. They care that you honor them like you did. They care that you talk about them and that you are creating memories around them, and that stuff they love. But they don't care necessarily about their ashes, you know? Did somebody get a tattoo?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
in
I
Dr.
mean,
Who font. It says
okay.
twins.
Oh my God, amazing. Yeah. So as I'm talking, oh, they love when you honor them. They love blah, 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 whatever. I heard, and a tattoo, or the tattoo, something about a tattoo. Okay, so because I'm talking about how you honored him. Okay,
Mm.
so you got a tattoo. So he's talking about, they love all that stuff, but he's just chiming into me talking. That's all that's happening here. But it's not we care more about that stuff than they do, you know. It's not that they're unrested because he's in my drawer. Okay. He's having a great time with my mom and my dad. He's fine. Yeah. I love when he said, promise me. My favorite thing he said in this entire thing was when he said, promise me you'll hit the streets, which that was,
He drugged me to parties. He went to
yeah.
every party on the face of the earth, and I was like, no, I think I'll stay home.
Whether
And
we
he's like,
was,
get your clothes on, we're going.
Yeah.
he was invited or not, he would go.
Yeah. It
That's
just
great.
was such a funny thing to say, like, that's not doing me any favors. Like, I appreciate what you're doing right there. Whatever, but it's not honoring me in the way I want to be honored. I want you to go out and I want you to have fun. So yeah. Anyway, I honestly think, to be honest, that if I put the pen down, he would probably attempt to try and talk for another 3 hours.
Yeah, he was a
Um,
talker.
yeah, like I don't necessarily feel that he's like, all right, see ya, right? But I do feel that he got what he wanted to say out. Um, I, I hope, because I have not long before my next session, and I need
Oh,
to.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even look at the time.
Oh no, you're okay. I adore you guys, and I'm happy to be here. And if I could give another hour, I would. But because I don't think
He's a chatty catty.
yeah, I think he's enjoying this, and I don't think that he's necessarily ready. Like just when I said, "Do you guys have anything to say?" and he was like, "Excuse me, I'm not done yet." Like I'm not finished. So I don't think he's necessary. I think he would have kept talking. But you got it. You got what he's saying. You got what he's saying about everything. He's given you enough validations to show that he is watching, he's seeing you, he's loving it. I do have to say, and I don't know how this sits or doesn't sit with you, okay? But I do have to say that I don't necessarily feel super regretful. Okay. So, um, and that I always wonder with my own brother, like, is it better or worse if he regrets it? If he doesn't regret it, it's like, so you chose to leave me, okay, and you don't even feel bad about it. But if he does regret it, it's like, that's painful too.
Yeah.
Like they're up there going, I wish I wouldn't have done that. God, I wish I wouldn't have. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. He gives me the impression that he's enjoying watching from a healthy headspace and from a healthy place and from a loving lit up place. And I don't feel that he necessarily misses the pain he was in. Okay.
You've seen him twice.
Yeah, he was too wild for this world.
Yeah, I just he didn't say, he said I'm sorry, but it was mostly about I'm sorry that
The pain.
for your pain. Not necessarily I'm sorry for what I did. In fact, he came out very matter of factly and said, by now I'm sure you don't have many questions about what happened, So it just was so matter of fact, and then he didn't talk about it, and he didn't. So I'm not sure if that makes you feel better or worse, but it is better. Okay, it is better. It's maybe not feel better, but it is better. And the reason yeah, because the reason is he's not working through that. Okay, so you work through all the reasons that made you do what you did, and that made you fall into addictions and that made you make reckless decisions, but you're not dealing with the weight of like, I wish I was alive. I wish I could do this. I wish I was alive. Right. So I don't know what he went through or why he was in so much pain, um, but he was, in that moment.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's all he knows. Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the 10 years future he could have later, or he doesn't know any of that. So he only knows what he felt like in that moment, and that's it. Everything else isn't even real. It didn't happen. And so whatever that was real. Okay. And he's kind of like feels pretty good right now. So he feels very good. Now I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong about regret. I mean, he just may not talk about it, but I feel like he feels pretty settled.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pretty settled. And it has been long enough though that would be the case regardless, but he feels happy and good and jokey and
silly.
Yeah, and silly and involved. He's very involved in like everybody, like dad, you, like your brother, like he's involved. So it almost like he doesn't feel like he's really gone. And so I don't know, maybe that's part of it. All I know is he feels good to me, and that is not always the case. I'm just going to let you know that's not even close to always the case, especially in the case of suicide. So I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just too hard,
Yeah.
Yeah, like and we basically agree or sign up for a whole bunch of really tough lessons because we want a challenge, and then it's just too damn hard, and we go, well, I guess that was too hard. Like you get up there and you'd be like, oh, I guess I I shot for the stars and I missed. So yeah, so but he could, yeah. So it's also music, something about music. Oh my God, I don't know what this is. Oh my God, I don't know what this is. It's I don't know if it's a joke or not, because it feels like it's like Nickelback or like it's like oh my God, it feels like a joke. It's like, look at this photograph.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like it feels like he's telling a joke. I don't know what it is. Oh my God.
Like every time we show pictures of him, he's just like, look at this.
I know. That's what he's making a joke. I don't know what it is, but I literally just heard like Nickelback, like, look at this photograph. Anyway, yeah, how hilarious. Anyway, and I also saw again, motocross or some kind of dirt bikes or like some kind of, I don't know what it is. It's like
he used to race the dirt bikes.
He raced them?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have got messages or memories mixed up or something when I saw racing of dirt bikes or whatever and the mountains. Maybe I got these mixed up because I'm getting it again. And sometimes it's not them talking or showing. It's like me just picking up pieces of memory. But I got it again.
With his motorcycle, he liked to do big jumps with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw dirt. Like
Jimmy's dirt bike track. Our neighbor, his best friends at the time, they had a dirt bike track next door to us. And that's the road. Okay.
I just saw dirt. I saw a lot of dirt. I saw like hills of dirt. I saw dirt. Okay. So dirty bike, dirty shoes, dirty dirt.
It goes up and down like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Like
his thing.
But he liked to jump as far as he could.
That's his favorite.
Yeah. So it could have just been like a little memory that popped in, but because it kept coming back, I'm like, no, man, this happened to somebody. Okay? This happened to somebody. Somebody was riding around getting dirty on mud hills, and I don't know what this is. But yeah, anyway, I like him. I'm sad that he couldn't find his way out of what he was in. And I'm sad for you, but I understand. And honestly, he's if somebody ever says to me, they're in a better place, I'll throat punch them. But honestly, yeah. But I mean, it's not really that untrue when you're talking about people like our brothers.
But he's still with us, so.
Yeah, and he is,
Really.
exactly. But just not dealing with any of his shit. So
Which is typical Mark.
yeah, yeah. Get out of it, however.
He said,
However you-
"Hey, I'll be
yeah.
in the background."
Totally. It's like do what you gotta do to get out of gym class, you know.
Exactly.
But anyway, you're adorable anytime. And keep in mind, please, don't like not that I'm not trying to sell you anything, okay? But if you ever wanted to, or mom or whoever, don't worry about the calendar. I'll just find you something, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah.
do want to do it again. I need mom to be here next time.
Well, I've got March. I know that's a long way away, but because my mom passed unexpectedly, it cleared out my accounts. So I had no choice but
Yeah.
to open up my calendar. So to open up, I had no choice. So
But she has a hard time letting it go or accepting.
oh my God, and March is the anniversary.
Yeah. So maybe that'd be perfect then.
Yeah, it's open right now. Like I just posted like yesterday. Oh, that's a lie. It's April. But I can
Oh.
get but I have personal days in March. I'll give you the if you're interested.
I
If you
am
if
100%.
you
10,000.
yeah. So April is posted, but I'll give you access to March because it's close to his anniversary, okay? But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure all that is Mondays and Wednesdays because those are my personal days, if that works, okay?
Yeah. Mom's retired and I work from home. I'm
Okay.
mom's boss, so
Amazing. I work from home too. Okay, so I'll send you like a private little thing I put together for that.
Okay.
And you can yeah, so it's that'll be good. It'll be get mom in here on a time that's not easy for her, okay?
Well, we can't thank you enough.
I can't wait to see you again.
Me too.
And no pressure at all, okay?
I know.
No,
I'm
yeah.
coming for it.
Yeah, no
You're
pressure,
gonna see
but
a lot more of me.
yeah, I'll give you access to like my personal days and you can just, grab one for whatever. Like, but yeah, I cannot wait to see you again. I do love your brother. I really do. I think that he is all the things you said. Charming and beautiful and sporty and talented and all those wonderful things. Just sad, So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm here too. Reach out whenever.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Anytime. I'm sad to let you go. But we'll see each other again.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Hey, thanks, Dad.
All right, bye.
Hey, bye.